Well, we're back, boys. Welcome back to the Likely Guy Show. Gary's looking rather happy. Ryan's looking good. And yeah, let's do this.
Three
What's wrong,
faces
guys?
because Gabriel made a very he was insulting me. That's why I had a RBF. But we'll
Yeah.
move past that.
What's new, man? That's what's new. All right. So yeah, let's catch up. Let's start with you, Cameron Fong. How are you doing since the
Not too
last
bad.
time the podcast? How's everything going?
It's been 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Because we've been awful busy. Yeah. I've done with uni deadlines, waiting for results, so I'm freed up a lot more. So yeah, I'm feeling a wee bit better about life in general, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Not hungover.
Not this week. No, it's been a
Oh,
very free week.
not this week. He says. Not this week.
Oh, I've been out shooting a lot more actually, which is good. Catch up on some photography. So
You've been.
yeah, it's been
Oh. Oh.
yeah shooting
All right.
like with camera, not like people.
Alright,
That'd be kind of
okay,
awkward.
you take it awkward there.
No judgment, right?
Let's move on from Cammy because before we get taken down.
Boy haircut.
So yeah, how you doing, Ryan?
Oh, you just skipped over my comment? Okay.
What? I didn't hear what you said. Sorry, what did you say?
No,
I mentioned my haircut. I said
boy
thanks.
haircut.
Have a what?
A very China boy haircut.
I know I said thanks really sarcastically, really quietly.
Oh, I didn't hear it, but
I was like, oh, thanks.
I always have the opinion that he looks Korean, so I don't know.
No, he looks even more Oh, no, he looks so China, like Jesus.
You should see him sometimes. He has like the short haircut, like this, short here, and then like hair here. Then he looks Korean. Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna take pictures every day and like catalog myself in different races. Like just style my hair differently every day, and then I'll
That's
be
your
like,
hobby.
I mean, I mean, yeah, I don't really have a life. But yeah, let's move on.
Okay. Well.
Anyway,
Ryan,
moving on. No, life is good. No, it's not. It's shit. I mean, exam time, so 4 more exams to go till I'm free. And studying. So
yeah.
it's very
And,
quiet, very timid. Huh?
I heard you have something new as well, man.
Well, it's not new, but it's the return of my Mac. My Mac is back.
Is Mac? Oh, you
Me.
just made it rhyme. Is Mac?
No, yeah, so what happened was I obviously my Mac. Would you guys right? My Mac broke. Yeah, because I spilled water on it. Because
Yeah.
And I went to Apple Store. Right. Here's why I fucking hate Apple. Right. I went to the Apple Store and I took it in, and then to have them look at it, and they were like, oh yeah, there's water damage, blah blah blah. You'll need a new CPU. I think you'll need a new screen as well. You need a new touchpad, and I think your keyboard will be broken. So this comes to a total of like £800. And I was just like, I'll just take my Mac back, thanks. No, I don't want to pay 800 right now because that's basically the cost of a new fucking Mac, right? So then I left it for like, this was like what, a month ago now, almost. I don't remember, but yeah, the other day, I don't know, I was feeling lucky and I decided to like plug my Mac into the charger, and the green light came on. So I was like, oh shit, the battery's not dead, but like
Yeah.
the Mac wouldn't turn on, so maybe it's just some problem with the rust or something. So then I took it into a more local supplier and asked them to do a service on it. So what they would do, they would like clean it up, like clean all the rust from the water damage, and then they will like assess the damage. So then I just like do that, and then handed it in on Thursday, and then by Friday I got a call like, oh yeah, your Mac wasn't too badly damaged. The repair would only be like 150 for like some new parts. And I was just like, let's fucking go ahead. Like,
Yeah.
One finny.
yeah,
That's insane.
yeah.
So it's okay. There's a guy on YouTube. He was famous for famous. He was internet famous for a while
Mhm.
because the exact same thing just happened to you.
Mhm.
He did it. He fixed like also an Apple product. But what Apple does every year, this is what he says. He's the expert in this field. Is they make it harder for people to fix it,
Yeah.
so they can earn more money on this.
Yeah.
So he always finds a way to fix it anyways, because if he doesn't, he can do it for like what you say, 100 or something.
Mm-hmm.
But if they go back to Apple, it's like what you said, almost 1,000. So
It's ridiculous, man.
it's something you can learn here is that maybe he shouldn't go to the official Apple stuff because you're better off paying for a new laptop. With that, 800, you can buy a new one from that, right?
It's ridiculous. The guy, like, you know, like the Genius Bar guy is like, "Hey man, how you doing?" You know, those type of characters. And he was just like saying so casually, like, "Yeah, so that would just be like £800." I'm just sitting there like, "What the fuck?"
And you were supposed to be like, "Oh yeah, or here, have my laptop."
Yeah, sure. Like, throw the money out.
But it would have been better. He was like, in my professional opinion, £800. You might as well just buy a new one. Have you looked at our newest model with skill bar? Like really selling it.
And then we like high five as we leave. And
I'd be like, woo! I'm getting commission. Woohoo!
No, sorry.
Like,
yes. Other than that, I finally passed my final test that I needed to pass. And guys, I'm supposed. Okay, let me tell you the truth here. I'm supposed to be happy, but I don't really feel anything. The moment I got the result, I felt relief, right?
Yeah.
Like I passed with the highest grade as well. I had the highest grade in the class of all the people who had to redo it, just by 1 point, but it's okay. So
he just wants to make that clear.
Felt relief. This was in the morning, right? At like 8, no, 9, 10. So I was still sleepy, so I felt the relief, and it just woke me up. I immediately woke up, right?
It's your day. Well.
And then for like 1 hour, I was like, yes. And then after that, I just feel like nothing. I was like, oh, all right, I passed. So I don't know. It's.
Yeah, I know how you feel, because it doesn't have like a direct effect immediately, like, so then it's just
the effect this has is that right now, because I passed this final test for the initial 60 points of the first year, because this was a test from last year, this means the university cannot kick me off anymore, right? I'm there for at least 10 years if I want to be.
Okay.
And plus, I can go to any university now in the Netherlands, basically. If I just decide to quit right now, I can just go wherever I want. Before this, I couldn't have done that, but now I can. So yeah, it has its perks, but I don't really. Yeah, it doesn't do much to me, anyways. But yeah, that's it. That's me. Are we caught up, guys, or anything else you want to mention? Look at Cammy, like.
Then we're all caught up. I don't think people want to know. We don't have that interesting list. No,
we really don't. Summer though, it'll be interesting. Now,
I was gonna like send like a Gary V plug right there that I just saw today, that I think I sent to you guys.
Hey.
Did you?
But we'll talk about that another time.
What? Are you just teasing? Dude, come on. All right.
Okay, so let me just explain here. So Gary V posted a video earlier today, right? And I saw it. And it was talking about like he's always mentioned like document rather than create.
Yeah.
And he was talking to Steve Bartlett, which is CEO of Social Chain in the UK. I don't know if you know about Social Chain. But they're another social media advertising and marketing company. And they were talking about like documenting, and then Steve was saying to Gary, like, do you not think it's very difficult to document like your daily life, even though like it might not be something interesting, like you're just doing meetings and stuff? And he said, yeah, but that's the point, like that's the whole point of documenting, because life isn't as glamorous as like everyone posts on social media, right?
Yeah.
And it's something quite right, because everything we see on social media in regards to all our friends, family, whatever, they only post the good stuff, right? So you never see the daily basis. So everyone's got that like expectation of like, oh, why is my life not as glamorous or as fun or like as exciting as like everyone on my Facebook newsfeed? But in reality, that's not true,
Yeah.
So it was something important, because like for us as well to document, I felt it's really relevant.
So why would someone want to watch our boring lives though?
Because it's not about what you physically do. Like, it could be us
Yeah,
sitting
no,
here
I know,
in our
I know
room.
your point, right? It's
Yeah.
not necessarily our lives is not necessarily always the highlights, but
Yeah.
I imagine the purpose of making these videos is for viewers to view it, right?
Mhm.
So why would a viewer choose to watch?
So rather than like
Right.
always being exciting, and like selling like us doing something, it's really like selling our personas as people as well. Like how can we turn this normal daily life into something exciting, even though we're not doing something what everyone would seem as socially exciting. You know what I mean? It's like how our personas can be personified like through the screen to someone else,
Uh-huh. But
so it
like,
really attracts them, you know?
Yeah.
what would be like the eye-catching point in terms of you see this video on YouTube? Why
So
would
to me, like in my opinion, it's like very much like whenever you can turn something boring into exciting, right? So this is like when we're learning in school, like how do you make maths interesting to kids, right? Like just for example, right? So rather than us like going through times tables and like copying out rows and rows of formulas to remember things, like doing it in a more interactive way or a different way so it's making it more relevant, like putting it into like real life examples, like how you could use these formulas in a certain job or something, you know, like it's kind of thinking outside the box and flipping boring content and
Okay.
making it into something more interesting.
But what is the selling point here in terms of those two, the other two, like Gary Vee and Steve Barrett, right? They're like motivational speakers, they're entrepreneurs. People look at them to like gain inspiration stuff. Why do people like that's why they're interested in their daily lives? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is unlike
No, because they already have a name out there, you mean? That's why people are
yeah,
already giving
so
them their
why
attention.
what is unlikely guys is the selling point for our everyday lives, for people to watch our everyday lives?
I think we say a lot of things that people might no, like genuine, okay, right? This is our marketing campaign. No, I think I'd say we're very similar minded, right? I would say we're quite similar minded in terms in general how we approach things and attitude. But I think what we want and what we do is very different. Like we have similar train of thought, but the kind of situation is always different for us, right?
Uh-huh.
So I think it's interesting how we all deal with different types of situations
So what's
with this
okay, like
and also
is the product here? Like if you know what I'm trying to get at, like
I guess like us three, you know. I mean, actually, this is an interesting talk for people to listen to because it's like us selling ourselves.
Mhm.
In my opinion, I'm not trying to like drag you two down in the water with me because this could go south. So I'll just take myself down first. But I think we give a very level-headed perspective in a lot of things, and we're very, very reasonable. I'm so
Very.
sorry to like the vast majority of the population out there, but I've never realized how dumb some people are or like how close-minded they are. I know that was a huge until like this all no please like listen first. This all started with like you know when all these ISIS attacks were coming out and it was all blown up in the news.
Wow, that took a turn. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
I've
Okay.
I've never I expected more. I never thought that so many people would be so closed-minded and judgmental from until those things happen, and then you get the people like straight away all they think is ban these Muslims.
Okay.
It's like
Ryan?
I think that seriously, not that I'm trying to be like thank ISIS for making us get off
Kevin,
our ass, but
Kevin,
like
Kevin, wait. You got stuck there.
oh, yo, so,
The internet, like
This is the level of our production, guys.
I'm sitting here like, wait, what's going on?
Sorry, you have to go through all that again.
Yeah,
So,
you do.
oh wait, you didn't get all of it.
we didn't
No.
hear. So the ISIS, the
Oh,
people
not
tags.
that I'm trying to thank ISIS for us getting off our ass and like doing what we're doing now, but the fact that like things in the world that happened like for example, ISIS attack, Donald Trump, Brexit, everything like fake news headlines.
Mm-hmm.
I've never expected to see so many people react in the closed-minded and kind of like discriminatory way that they are. That
Okay.
I honestly did not expect, and that's what really kicked it off. That's when I knew I was like, wow, like I never expected so many
wait,
people
so
to.
you mean because of that, you think we're really level-headed and reasonable? Is
Yeah,
that
because we're very. I think like
You know what?
everything that we say, especially to that audience, like is very controversial. So that's what really stirs up.
Can I say what? Can I say this in a bad way? Maybe it's because we're not sheep. We don't follow the masses, dude. We're out there. We're like zebras. You cannot tame us, dude. Is that what you're trying to say here, Cammy?
What?
I think that
Zebras?
less idiotic way, yes.
Yeah,
It's because it's because we don't jump to conclusions like the rest of it, right? That's what I'm trying to say here. Is that what you mean?
I think, yeah, yeah, essentially. And I feel like ever since we've started blogging and doing this, that we care less about judgment from a lot of people that we feel as if aren't very positive in terms of how they look and are quite close-minded, right? And I think that's something really important because we talk about things that might not necessarily get the attention of the millions or but we're talking about important issues that we feel as if are actually relevant and we should be talking about. And to me that's more important than us like doing some phony posts. Like this is talking about like the whole fake news things and like meaningful posts, right? Like
Yeah.
I feel that's more important for us to do rather than just make some funny post so it gets shared like a million times, Like
I love
I
to do
feel
that
as
as
if
well.
it's much more important.
Yeah.
So you're
It
saying,
takes a lot more dedication to build up to that. But
so you're saying that our selling point is these positive or reflective, objective messages that we portray or give out.
I think we're very raw and we're very honest, and I think that's a huge selling point.
I'm raw. I know I am. Yeah, no, I get it, dude.
This was
Okay,
like non-sexual until Gabriel really just like stripped him about. I'm raw.
Well, I didn't mean it that way. And why do you make me sound flamboyant again?
Jesus, guys, come on, this.
You're making me sound flamboyant. I don't know this, but anyways, I agree with you. I mean, right now it's hard to see it because
Or if you can hear that, by the way.
because we've not like achieved anything big yet, right?
Yeah.
Cammy's about to be arrested again, or I don't know who that is. But,
That's the Chinese government coming for me.
yeah, probably. But yeah, it's hard to see. But yeah, if you look at it in a different way, we definitely do have something to offer that most people can as well, but maybe don't want to put the effort to do. Because the fact that we're doing a blog and recording this podcasting right now says something that we want to put effort into it, right? So I kind of agree, even though it's still hard to see that way. Maybe it's a mindset switch. You have to turn around and then to see it in that way. But yeah, I think we do have something like that to offer. So maybe in a different way. I mean, we just started this basically, so we don't know how this will end up. But
I mean, that's a good milestone. Remember, like a year or 2 years ago, me and you, Gabriel, were talking about, yeah, we should make a podcast. Like, yeah, it would be fun to talk about. And then we're doing it, So
we're doing it definitely.
it's a good.
That time we used to talk about a lot of funny stuff, man. Because we back then we used to listen to a lot of podcasts. I don't know if you still do, but so I don't know. I wish we did it. I wish we started it then. That would have been really cool to see how we are now.
Also, we were gaming a lot back then, so there would have been a lot of funny content as well to share. Because like some of the stuff we said on Skype was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like it was very funny.
Definitely.
But
Interesting point.
Yeah. So yeah. Should we move on to a different kind of subject here?
Real topic of the day.
Yeah.
this is.
I want to bring something interesting here. I know I said that word a lot, by the way, but okay. At least I'm picking up on it right now. But yeah, let's talk about the Heaven's Gate Club.
What is that, Gabriel?
Sorry?
What is that?
Oh, what that is? Okay, well, let me switch on to. They
Wait,
will not
wait.
see you anymore. I'm gonna
Gate
switch to a
Club,
different
right?
window. Sorry.
Gate Club, right? Just to
Yeah.
sure.
Did you say gay club? Sorry.
No, Gate Club, dude.
Sorry.
All right.
Gate,
So
yes, gate.
the for people who do not know, the Heaven's Gate Club was a religious organization back in the 70s, and they thought that at some point aliens, so like UFOs, would come to Earth, right, and take them off and then go away.
Fuck.
Yeah. So spoiler alert, they never came. So the way
Are you sure?
So the leader, let me show you guys the leader right now of the Heaven's Gate Club.
Gate Club.
Gate, yeah. It's this guy. If you guys at home, I mean, Cammy and Ryan, you can look at the pictures now, or the images. You guys see the guy with the bald head,
Yep.
kind of?
Yep.
Yeah, Marshall Applewhite. Is that his name?
Yeah, that's his name.
Nice.
Marshall Applewhite, yeah.
Yeah.
He was the leader, of course. He made tons of videos, like, saying how it works and what you have to do to join this religion, all that kind of stuff. And so guess how they had to enter the UFO, the ship.
Don't know. Tell us.
Okay, so the way you had to enter the ship that was supposed to come on, let's see, there was a specific date.
Is this ship to heaven, or is this ship that the aliens are taking us away in?
Yeah, they're just taking them away with. So, in the ship was supposed to arrive on Earth, like around Earth, on the March 26, 25, I don't know, the 25th of March ish in 1997, around that time.
Past it.
And the way they had to enter this is by killing themselves.
Wait, so do you want to go on the UFO?
Yeah, if you want to go on the UFO, you have to kill yourself.
What if you don't want to?
Then you don't kill yourself.
Okay.
And then you're not
Just
there.
making sure.
Then you're not there in the first place.
But can you still be part of the club? Like if you're like in the club, you're like, I don't want to kill myself. Yeah, I'll wait for the next tripper. Like, like
yeah. Is there a second bus? What's time to?
I'm not sure if there. I don't think you can do that because I'm pretty sure he made them believe that there was only one time, and that was specifically then. I mean, sure. So yeah, and what was weird about this entire thing is that everybody who killed themselves were wearing Nikes. This was no new like. If you look at the pictures, you see like all these dead bodies, right? And then they're covered up, but then you see their shoes, and they're all wearing Nikes for some reason.
Do you think
Were they sponsored? Like it's like Nike, just do it.
Whoa! My God.
Oh Jesus!
Sorry.
I'm not gonna get into that, but anyways, so this caused a lot of confusion. Like, why were they wearing Nikes and stuff like that? And it's like they had this entire outfit they were wearing, and it was pretty weird. But that was one of the weird. So it's been 10 years now, I guess. No, 20. It's been 20 years now. So I thought it would be nice to bring up because who doesn't like a suicide pact, you know?
Wait. So why did they want to go on the UFO?
Because I'd say what I think is because they wanted to go in a better place, right? Like, I mean,
right.
Wouldn't you want to go on an alien ship? I mean,
no, really.
Maybe, I think it would be interesting, you know, like flying around and you see the space and stuff. But I wouldn't kill myself. So
you wouldn't. Sorry, I thought you just said you would. Jesus.
Whoa, hey man, no. I would not do that. So the
okay, I see it now.
The spacecraft was following Comet Hale-Bopp. So they thought that while this comet was flying around or something, they could have joined it as well, but it didn't happen, of course. Maybe it did. We don't know. Oh
no. Wait, was it? I see. Okay, yeah.
This is.
Sorry. What?
This is what I mean by this is our selling point. Like,
Because
there's these kind of people in the world, and we're not one of them.
I think it just means we're not American.
I mean, yeah, and it was only like 39 people. So it's 39 people out of how many billion people on Earth are now? 7 billion?
39 people are the size is the whole size of my year at high school. So that's
And honestly, it's the amount of views we get on our videos. So maybe
yeah, and that's the amount of friends you've gathered in your whole life.
Is that an insult? Like,
I don't know. Because I have like
literally,
what's the level for it to be an insult? Like 5? Like, I don't know.
no, 39's an insult, right? Like 39 friends. So, throughout your whole life is like 22 years old. Like you've only got 39 friends. Like
That's all
that's
right.
pretty bad.
Is it an insult or something? Because I have like a lot of friends on Facebook, more than that. So
Yeah, but you don't know all of them.
hey, that's what I say to you, dude.
That's another good argument.
I do know all of them.
Okay, so like, how did you come across this, Gabriel?
Oh, I don't know. I
You were searching for Heaven's Gay Club, and
yeah, dude. I was looking for a new club, you know, like to dance, you know. But because,
Amsterdam's hottest new gay bar.
but no, I don't remember how I got. I think I got into it last year. I don't know what was the reason. Probably some stupid podcast I listened to. Probably.
I do not want to go through Gabriel's search history, like.
But yeah, I think it's very dangerous.
Yeah. So if you so from there I saw that, right, and then there's usually on the Wikipedia there's another link to go to another one.
Oh, you went through the rabbit hole.
And then I click on the word mass suicide, and then you find like other mass suicides. Like do you guys, okay, we won't go into this too much, but do you guys know Jonestown?
What?
That's not a mass suicide in South America, where 918 people died.
The fuck?
Yeah, like this wasn't like another religious thing, right? So I mean, we don't have to go into it, but it's like sometimes you find a topic and then you keep going on it and you discover other stuff. So that's what happened there, I guess.
It's like
I don't know.
You want to tell us something like?
Mass suicide is a dark subject, but no, I'm not gonna kill myself, Ryan.
Are you sure?
Don't worry about that. Yeah, pretty sure. Because I don't have these nice Nikes like they do, so there's no point. Yeah. So yeah, let's move on from that topic, right? Because it's kind of dark.
This was like the status quo. It was like, it's okay. It's not too depressing.
Yeah, man. You have to keep this fresh, you know, crispy.
Yeah, play with those emotional
Sorry?
heartstrings.
Yeah, let's move on, man. So let's take it into a more serious topic, I guess. What you wanted to say?
Let's change it up a little. Nah, I just want to talk about something related to my Mac, which is quite an important point that I already knew before, but it highlighted it even more now. That so basically when I didn't have a Mac, in the prospect of getting I was in the process of like looking up new laptops to get because I can't deal with a laptop, and there was always that feeling of like, oh, once I do get this laptop or once I do get a Mac, there'll be like an addition to my life, like, or it will provide a value to my life. How superficial does that sound? Like, but there is that like intrinsically that feeling of like gaining something from getting a laptop or getting a Mac fixed. But obviously, like Friday morning, I received the call and I was like, oh yeah, I'm so fucking excited, I'm gonna get my Mac back. And then by like 2 p.m. I was like, it's just like, it's weird because like it's I think it highlights I don't know what I felt for me to think that it would be an addition to my life. Maybe because I was restricted somewhat in what I can do without having a laptop, or if it was that just not having a laptop in general, like, because everyone's got one, and I don't know how weird does that sound, but like if everyone has something and you don't have something, obviously, like if you gain that, you feel like you're making an addition to your life. But no, I think I don't. So yeah, I don't know what made me feel like it would make an addition to my life, but it really highlights the point that in order for you to gain, what's I'm trying to say? In order for you to like gain something in your life or change something in your life, that has to like come within. I know that's a very like
It has to be more fulfilling than just like a materialistic object.
It's like, you know what I mean? But I think like without sounding, without spouting out some shitty ass pseudo wisdom bullshit, I really do believe that point now that change has to come within before it comes outwards, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, I don't want to like.
No.
That's the thing.
Like
I really don't want to sound like one of those guys who just like pure like, oh, make change happen or shit like that. Because I believe it's different for everyone. But I truly believe now that situate like you being in a different environment won't make, because I get a lot that like, oh, people like, oh, I want to move away from here, blah blah blah, because they think it will change their lives. But it's you who has to make that change, not the environment as well. And I get that quite a lot as well. Like every time I'm back home for like Easter or something, I'm like, oh, when I go back up to Edinburgh, I'll be like super productive. I'll study like, but obviously it doesn't happen because what kind of students are productive? Like what? No, but yeah, and that change has to come within. And me getting this Mac back, although it's obviously like saving a lot of money, that gives me other opportunities that I could use that money, and like it's given me the opportunity to use Skype like this, blah blah blah. But really, it hasn't really like added anything to my life, And I think it's a very simple point, but has a lot of value in it that people need to know or learn that things don't buying things doesn't necessarily add to your life. Like you just have another thing. Like
Yeah.
Do you feel that way as well? Like
it's like it should be a more fulfilling thing, because like material objects, they don't actually fulfill, right? Like they're not there to fulfill. They're there to like temporarily fill that void that you kind of have, that you're like, oh, I crave like something new. But no, I want Gabriel to actually say what he thinks first, because I have a quite interesting addition to this that I think I would like to hear what you guys.
So yeah, I think it depends on what it is. Like you're saying this laptop right now, and it maybe depends on your view as well, because if you give this laptop to someone who's been wanting one for like 5 years or something, I think it will add so much to their life, because then they can do whatever. Like we don't realize, but the internet is so freaking like you can do so many things that we take for granted that we don't really care, because we had it for so long and we don't care. But like imagine if let's say Einstein would get your laptop right now. If let's say it would be alive, and he could search everything we can search up right now, how much smarter would he be, Like he would be 10 times more smarter. Like I guess I don't know.
Or he'd be 10 times less smarter because he was on YouTube all the time.
yeah, but it depends on what you're.
Okay, I see your point. So it's in terms of okay.
It depends on your discipline, and like because like you're saying, we're students. Like yesterday I was saying the same thing that I want to study today. What am I doing right now? Talk to you guys. So yeah, I will study later, but I will try actually. But it depends on your discipline and on where you are in life right now. Yeah. Right now we're in like our student life. We're like still discovering stuff. I don't know. It depends on who you are as well, because I think giving our resources to someone else that is like very disciplined and has been lacking these resources.
Okay, yeah.
It will make it shoot like 10 times more than we're doing right now, because they actually are disciplined. I think discipline has the maybe a good thing to do with, but also your view, because you're saying that it didn't add anything to your life. Why do you think that is?
Because I don't feel any happier or fulfilled. Like
Oh, but that's because you've had one already, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
You've missed it for a month right now. So basically you had a month break from
Uh-huh.
your routine of having a laptop, So I get it. It's. I mean, I would feel the same probably. I mean, I would miss it. Did you miss it like the first week or
I
something?
did. I didn't miss it in the first week, but then towards the end, I began to miss it. Yeah.
Yeah, like you felt.
Yeah.
I mean, it will just right now we have so much stuff around us. If I look around, I have a TV, a computer, a laptop, a phone. You
Okay.
can do all the stuff you can do on a laptop. You can do on something else. Also, you went to your university, right?
Mhm.
To use that
Yeah.
computer. There's so many alternatives that it doesn't really matter. I mean, it just sucks. It's just an inconvenience, right? It doesn't really matter. So for what you're saying, I mean,
I see your point.
how I would feel. Let me think how I would feel. I think I would feel similar to you. It's just an inconvenience. I mean, you shouldn't. Do you feel bad or something, or what do you feel about this situation? Like that you
Right.
that you don't care.
No.
Yeah, that you don't care. Do you feel bad or what?
No, I don't feel bad at all.
How do you feel? It's turning into a
Doctor.
I've been waiting for someone to ask you that. No. No, how do I feel? I feel like it's given me it's given me perspective on what.
Okay.
He's frozen.
And now he got stuck. See, this happened to you earlier. This happened to you earlier. That's why we were laughing.
Oh, right.
See, his face is still stuck like this. See, this is the first time it's happened like this. By the way, this is the first
It's never
error
been
we've
like this.
ever
I
had.
don't know why. Yeah.
This will episode 14, right?
Yeah.
This is the first time that we've had this.
Yeah, 14. Yeah,
Yeah.
first time ever that we've had technical difficulties to this extent.
Yeah.
Actually, no, but after Ryan says how he feels, I actually want to ask you: do you not feel as if because you said it depends on person, right?
Yeah.
But I still don't feel as if regardless of person and their how much discipline they have and what kind of perspective they're seeing things, and it's just how they use it. Essentially, surely the laptop's just a tool to kind of speed it up or make it more accessible for them to learn, right? Just for that example, like it's someone that's not had a laptop before
Well,
that wants to learn more. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, look at him.
Okay.
Did your back break?
No, yeah, it's broken. No, I had the Wi-Fi cut out, so I had to change my phone.
All right, welcome back then. So what you say?
You can just cut that out, right?
I mean, I can, but it won't be that funny. So, Ryan, realize, right? This is episode 14, and this is the first technical difficulty we've had. So, I mean, it's nice to celebrate.
Pretty good. No, but no. So, what was the question? How do I feel?
What you thought about the situation?
So, what I learned was that what is maybe more cautious of is what I spend my money on, basically. Like,
okay. Okay. Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Because obviously now that I have the extra money to not need to buy a new laptop, or I could buy like a new iPad or something like that. But I realize now that perhaps that wouldn't add anything. I'd rather spend that on a holiday or like spend on
definitely
wherever yeah. So like I think that point has always existed, but it's just really reinforced with this situation as well. And I quite liked your point in what you said. I think there's a difference between my situation and a situation where you need a laptop out of necessity.
Yeah.
So I think in that case, then out of necessity, then it would add something to your life. But at the point I'm at, and I guess many people are, where you don't really need it per se, then the prospects of buying something new and expensive obviously is quite like some people quite like that, but then ultimately it doesn't really add anything to your life if you don't need it. I think that's a good point to raise. If you don't need it per se.
Yeah, if you don't need it. because maybe later you're gonna have like a business online, right? And then because you like to travel, so maybe while traveling you like to keep on like this business on track, and then you need your laptop, and then you will cry for sure, like then you need it, So it depends where you are. I don't know. It depends on who you are, your discipline, where you are in life. So it's a nice thing to think about because I didn't think about it that way, and no, it made me okay. This was nice to talk about.
I don't necessarily agree with you with that because I don't feel as if like I was just saying to Gabriel when you cut off, but like you were talking about the sense like this doesn't really fulfill you, right? It doesn't give you that sense of fulfillment. Like, it doesn't bring anything to your life apart from like convenience, as Gabriel says. And I think that's the same. Like, I don't think anyone needs a laptop because think about how long we've survived without it, right? Like it makes everything a lot smoother and easier now, right?
Yeah.
But it's still possible to manage your business abroad without your laptop. It's less convenient. It's still possible. But like regardless of who you are in your discipline, I don't think like Gabriel was talking about someone that's not had a laptop or maybe waited 5 years to get a laptop, right? But their sense of fulfillment is coming on to use the laptop as a tool to do something, like maybe learn quicker, like have access to information more freely so they can learn. That's where the fulfillment's coming from. The fulfillment isn't coming from actually having the laptop, right? So then at the end of the day, I think like the laptop is still just that material object that's helping the fulfillment come quicker or more easily than they would. Because if you didn't have a laptop, how would you learn, right?
What's your overall point? Sorry.
My point is because you were saying like Gabriel was saying like the fulfillment, like someone that hasn't had a laptop before, right? Or another situation that would appreciate the laptop more.
Yeah.
Would bring a sense of fulfillment.
So you're basically saying that people don't need laptops.
Essentially, yeah. Like this doesn't give us fulfillment. Like this laptop doesn't give us a fulfillment. Like regardless of who you are, it doesn't matter discipline perspective. I genuinely don't believe that this material object, a laptop, will give us proper fulfillment. Like it's not a thing.
I don't. Okay.
I think you can do it.
What?
You think you can? So I think. Okay.
I think it doesn't give you fulfillment necessarily, but it can lead to it. Maybe that's what.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a catalyst to speed it up, but it doesn't give you fulfillment. Like this thing does not give me fulfillment. It's what I use it to do, and that me act of doing that thing is what's giving me fulfillment. Like say for example, I wanted to learn how to. I don't know, like learn to write music, right, or whatever, and I'm using a laptop and the internet in order for me to learn that. Learning that is what's giving me fulfillment. This object is not giving me fulfillment. No, it's not this object. It's the act of doing and learning.
I think you're looking at the word fulfillment. Well, my interpretation of this when I said adding something to my life was that it gives me a benefit to my life, like.
Oh right, okay. I mean this in a very like quite literal, like deep level. Like this does not give me physical fulfillment.
I don't know what Gabriel meant, but for me, when I say adding something to my life, was that it would give me an advantage. It would give me a benefit. It would give me, something like that. Like.
Yeah. If we're discussing in that terms, yes, it brings an advantage because it speeds things up. But I don't think laptop is a literal root of the fulfillment.
No, that's true. But it can lead to it. So that is the most important thing. But speaking about this, laptop and all that stuff, let's go to the topic you wanted to talk about today, which was the wasted time thing. So we want to introduce that.
Oh, you want? Yeah, sure. So we were talking very briefly about it actually came about as a semi like joke. Like we were talking like how much we used to play video games and stuff. And then it came about like imagining all the time that we spent playing video games. Like if we changed that a cumulative time into like maybe adopting a new skill, learning a new hobby, or like learning something, we would be maybe not like professional or masters, but we would be very, very good because we dedicated so much time to gaming. And then Gabriel said, this is something that everyone has. Like everyone has their own version of our video gaming, right? Whether it's TV, whether it's drinking, going out partying, you know, like everyone has that. And we just thought it'd be a very interesting topic to discuss because we wanted to see if it is an advantage or disadvantage. Because essentially everything that we've learned from gaming has led to this point, right? No, like, at first I was like, yeah, if I just like stopped gaming then, like, I would have spent like 3 years spending time learning something. But I'm like, would it really have though? Like,
okay, that's interesting. Okay, so are you for the gaming such a waste of time, or like, are you just open to like suggestions? Because
I'm very open to it because I can see why, like, if I did spend that much time doing something, then obviously I would have learned something very well. But
so
at the same time, like, I didn't go through that. Maybe now I wouldn't be thinking this, you know? This kind of like future lead up.
So for like 3-4 months, I stopped gaming. Well, probably longer actually, 5 months. I stopped gaming altogether. Right, my productivity didn't increase. I didn't learn any more, and also I was finding that all I was thinking about was stuff that was stressing me out. If you know what I mean? Because like obviously I'm in uni. I had like tons of work to do, tons of coursework to do, and when I come back, because I wouldn't game and I don't really watch videos on YouTube or whatever, I don't know, mind just go idle with these thoughts of like, oh, I need to do this. I've still got this to do tomorrow. I've still got blah blah blah. And honestly, it wasn't good. Like having your mind on the constant stress is not good. So then I decided, which is such a counterintuitive point, but to better my mental health and perhaps better my productivity, I should start gaming again for like in a tamed manner in order to like better myself. And like recently I have been, and I do feel much better in terms of like I'm not, because during that period I didn't game, like I don't think it's a correlation, but I lost a lot of weight because of stress. And
no, it could actually be a direct correlation. Seriously, yeah.
No. I don't mean. I mean the correlation between not gaming and losing weight.
Oh right. No, but they're all like
it's like third party. But no. So in that sense, I don't think just cutting it out and using that extra time for something, or just cutting. If we're going by the gaming example specifically, I don't think cutting it out is necessarily going to benefit you. Obviously, people are different, but then... Cause it's funny, because my mom asked me that the other day. She's like, oh, why do you and Dad still, like, play PS3 and, like, stuff like that? Like, you're so old. But I'm just like... But so I told her this point in that, like, if it's not doing that, then we'll just be thinking about stuff that we have to do all the time. And then I told her, it's different with you, because then I asked her, like, oh, so what do you do to, like, stop thinking about stuff you have to do? And she'd be like, oh, yeah, well, yeah, I have, like, shopping or whatever, like, blah, blah, blah. So I think, in a sense, it's a guy's, not necessarily specifically a guy's, obviously, but, like, it's a very, in general terms, it's like, it's it's a guy's way of like AFKing from life, like, you know. Yeah. And in that sense, I think it's important. Yeah.
No, that's true. I guess I didn't really think of it that way.
But
very valid.
Here's what I think about this. I think I think, Gavin, you've been thinking that it's a bad thing because it takes away from what you can do, like going out and meeting people and all that. And I don't agree with that, because here's when it comes bad. Here's when it is bad. It's when you're playing and you're seeing like, oh, this person is asking me to come out and like have a nice drink or something, you know, just to talk around or something, and you're like, nah, I'd rather play this video game, and then you're like, oh, no, sorry, I can't. Then you make lies up and like I think it becomes a problem when you postpone or cancel stuff in real life just to stay behind it, because I think if you play like maybe an hour or two a day or like a few hours, I don't know, it depends. Like it just as if only if you don't stop living, you know, for it, because that's when it gets to like kind of addiction. Because you can still function, like you can still play, go to school, and perform well. If you only do that, then you only live for school, gaming, and that's it. But if you also, you know, go out, go meet your friends, go do new activities, it's maybe you will game for a day or two, but that's fine, as long as you don't stop living for the video game. Because like Ryan says, it's nice to not think about anything for a while, and everybody, like you said, everybody has their own version. Us, it's video gaming. It can be TV shows. It can be other stuff. It's just like you need to be careful that you don't
overdo it.
Yeah, overdo it, and like prioritize gaming over life. Because just right now in our life right now, it's perhaps for us three, it's video games. I don't know, and someone else it might be playing soccer or like a sport that they're constantly doing it, and they're it can be different things. So it depends on you as a person. Like you should not I don't know, perhaps you should not make it something that stops you from living. Like whatever your vice is, your activity, perhaps for us, like if you see that you're like not going to talk with people, you not want to go outside anymore, then you know it's a problem. Then you know, okay, this is not good. We need to stop this. Then, but it it's not necessarily a thing that's bad. It's just bad if you make it become bad.
If it consumes your life, yeah.
Because I mean, you're in Hong Kong right now, and you've been doing way more stuff than usual, right? And you've not.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. I can't. I physically can't.
Yeah, you can't. So it's not a bad thing. But
no.
And it's like you still watch TV shows, so that's why maybe you relax a bit. So there's a lot of other things. I mean, it depends on your priorities in life. Maybe.
So.
Yeah.
No, finish your point. I'm bringing up a new point.
So it depends on what you want to relax with. I mean, I don't know. Right now you're using the TV shows. Ryan said he liked the game. For me, I do both. I mean, it can clash sometimes. So for me, I need to manage my time better. Like today, I'm not gonna play any video games. Maybe League of Legends. But there was another one I was playing that I quit today. That I was seeing it was coming in my. It might affect my studying.
I saw it becoming a problem too because of group chat. Like it's just like.
What game is it? What game is it?
I'm not saying it. You can say it.
Don't have to mention it. But
anyway. Oh no! What is it? Overwatch?
No! Don't worry. But I'm not gonna quit playing this for life. I'll play it later. But the game is so time consuming that right now I was like yesterday I was playing. I was like, damn, I've not studied on Saturday, which I wanted to do. That's because the game was like I was like, no, I'll study later. I kept postponing it. But I was like, oh shit, it might become a problem. So I'll play it later, but only when I actually have free time. But right now, I can still do it, but I'm afraid it might take away from it. So what I did is I'm gonna give all my stuff to Neil, our friend, and
oh, okay, I know.
He'll give it back to me later. Oh my
That's
god!
embarrassing. All right, okay. Okay, so what about the general point of using that time to like learn something, or being so much more productive with your time? Because it's a point like Gary Vee brought up, right? Like I
I think you
remember,
mentioned it before, yeah. Like rather than spending your time,
Yeah,
like
'cause
you want like X, Y, Z, but
yeah, because he always, in that sense, I disagree with him because he always says, oh, you should, instead of like going drinking with your friend, you should be blah blah learning a new skill, blah blah blah. He always says that so easily, and I guess it is easy, but I think it depends on what you want to do in life, you know?
no. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you misinterpret that. Like because the thing is, he always says if if you moan about you're not making such and such money, you're like, oh, he got lucky, and then he says like, if people are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be the next Mark Zuckerberg, like he
Right,
says
okay.
those like as pretense. Like if you want that, then you have to like show up and do it. Like you can't be like going out with your friends to play football and like
okay.
going out drinking. If you want that,
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, because
That
he
makes
also says if you're happy right now and you're earning like a regular thingy, a regular income, and you're happy like this, then fine. But if you're not happy and you want to go to the next step, then do that stuff. Like don't go every weekend drinking with your friends. Go work.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. That makes sense. Yeah.
You need some context because he says a lot of stuff. You need some context. Context.
Yeah, okay,
But
it's
yeah.
always his short clips, yeah.
Yeah. But I think, okay, yeah, maybe not the Gary Vee, but I think the point still stands that, like, you do still get those people that, like, I don't know, like, go gymming and they're like, oh, what are you not doing, like, exercising all the time, or why not eating healthily? You know, okay, I thought Gary Vee was someone who's, like, very in your face, but he's not, apparently. But like, you know what I mean by those people who are very in your face about, like, the time you spend, and they're like, oh, why are you not doing this, why are you not doing that? I think it's just what you want to do in life, what makes you happy. Like, that's
to everyone's balance.
So in that sense, I don't regret not spending that time learning a new skill, because it might not necessarily be something I want to learn. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, it depends on what you want in life.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, right now that I don't play that game anymore, and even if you quit stuff, it doesn't mean you're gonna. It's even just when you quit stuff to do something better that you think is better, like learning a skill, it might not go like this instantly, because I have to read this thing, right? And I haven't found the motivation to actually sit down and read it yet, because I think it's a very big book, right? So you need to switch your mind into it as well, which is hard. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. Like, just another example I have for that. I want to save more money, right? But here's another thing of mine is that
I love McDonald's. Like.
Well, not necessarily McDonald's, but just food in general, like
fried chicken,
KFC, yeah.
Jesus.
I'm with friends, and all of a sudden I want to buy food as well. And I was like, well, for me not to do that, I need to break more lunches or something, and stop spending money, because it's a hard thing. You need to switch your mind as well.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because a few weeks ago, I did manage to sit down and study. Like, for that test I just passed, I had to. Like, I did sit down and I did read a really big book. So I think it becomes hard. What Ryan says is like it's easier said than done. Like, you can easily say it, but doing it is the challenge. The discipline, that's a big problem. I don't know. So yeah, I thought that's a nice thing to talk about.
I think the age-old saying, it's not wasting time if you enjoyed wasting it. I think, in a way, it stands. In a way, it really does stand. Like, in the end, like, why do something that doesn't make you happy? Eh?
And plus, I think in life sometimes you need to have a rock bottom. Like, you need to realize, holy shit, I just wasted a month or like a full week
playing said game.
Yeah, and then you're like, it's also with fitness, right? If you want to lose weight, you need to get to a point where you want to lose weight, right? And that's the rock bottom for people. So the fact that we wasted all that time, Cammy, like playing League and stuff and other games, made you get into this,
no, that's what I was gonna say. I think you have like taken this as me saying like I completely like wasted all my years playing videos. But it was just more like I can I can empathize with the fact that maybe if I didn't spend that, I could have learned a new skill. But at the same time, I don't regret it because like I did learn a lot of other things from it. Like we built a lot of good friendships and like learned a lot of social. This is like sorry.
Oh, wow.
This is funny. Ryan's making a lot of us. Yeah. But it's true. Like we built a lot of base foundations from that. And also like not to like be super geeky, but when you game, you do learn a lot as well, right?
Yeah.
Like I've learned to be so patient with some people. Like, you know, like sometimes you're like, a fucking report. I think you learn a lot of social interactions. Is like kind of geeky as that sounds. You learn a lot of social interactions with people, and
except for the real life ones.
No, kind of.
Which are the most important ones, to be honest? But yeah.
Good point. I'm so glad you made that point. So you're saying, no, you're saying this. You're saying the real life ones are more important than the online ones. Yeah.
At where we are in life right now in our society, yes. But I can see that it gets to a point that we interact with more people online than in real life. But right now, where we are in life, in this day and age, yeah, it is. I think it is. But maybe in 50 years, it will be the other way around. That you need to learn how to be an online social person. Like, oh, I'm so cool online.
I completely disagree, and I think we are literally living proof of that.
What do you mean?
Well,
explain your thought here.
We met online.
Yeah, definitely, but
we are living proof that your online, like our online conversations, I'll be honest, are probably more important than some real life conversations I've had with my friends from school that I'm not, like it's just not compatible socially.
Yeah, but isn't this what we're doing now like a supplement? Because at some point we want to be together in real life. Don't take it the weird way.
Gabriel.
Don't take it the flamboyant way, but
no, I don't think so.
The point of all of this is that you make friends and then you meet them, right? Then you meet them. So I think in real life is a way different dynamic.
It is.
For me personally, I say more wild shit in like here, like.
I have You've got the safety of the internet.
I say no, but I mean like that as well. But because you guys know me as well, like here I can say really weird shit, like crazy, like the Heaven's Gate Club. Like if I would bring it up in school right now, and they're like, wait, what? Why did he bring up a suicide pact? Like. I don't know.
To be honest, we're still like that. Like,
yeah, but it's like less weird, So it's still weird, but it's less weird. But the eventual thing, like all this online stuff, like online dating, like swiping to the right all the time. That thing is it's you want to lead it into real life,
Okay.
Because you can do in real life you can do so much more together. Right now we're confined to this room. We're like sitting here all the time, like. But at some point we want to do stuff, right? We want to we did. Dude, we went to Japan together because of this online stuff, So.
Wait, so what's the original point? Like
the point is that,
but I still don't agree. Like the original point is you're saying that real life relationship, real life interaction is more important than online interaction. But I feel as if they're just as important as each other.
At this point it's getting even. Before it wasn't. Before the online was more important, but
yeah, maybe true.
But now it's getting. I think it's getting more even. Like before, it was this is more important, but now it's getting closer. So
no, because I think it was important before, but just for a smaller demographic.
Yeah.
But now it's evening out. Like back then, people that were online kids that game, that was a really online was their world, right?
Yeah.
Like we as millennials grew up in that kind of thing. Xbox Live Chat. Think about how many random shitty conversations happened in that and all the jokes and stuff. Like for adults back then, it wasn't a huge thing. But think about it now. Like our parents, our grandparents are on Facebook.
Yeah.
And they use like Viber, WeChat, WhatsApp, all to like keep in contact with their family abroad, right? Or our family. So I just think online is just as important now. I think that it's just the demographic has like expanded significantly.
Yeah, but I still think it's like something that well, it will lead into real life anyways. Like that's the point of it.
Yeah.
No,
Like
it might,
Yeah.
but it's still just as important as each other.
yeah, it depends on the relationship you have, but I still think that we should not forget real life social skills. You know, because if this online stuff gets more important than real life social skills, because you're saying like the gaming thought like teaches you social skills to a degree to yes to have a conversation, but if you're having a conversation and you're not seeing each other, you're seeing like this we're talking, you know, it's just black, we're not looking at each other, it changes the entire thing. If you're in real life and you talk to someone, you see more emotions, you see all this, and that's important that you know how to see these emotions, you know.
But my point was that I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying they're equally as important. I'm just saying like it did teach me social skills as well, you know?
Yeah.
Like like if I didn't game as much as I did, I would not learn how to be so well written.
Such a dick.
Whoa.
I mean, true. Yeah, that's true. That's very true as well. I would be as savage as I am online and in real life. I wouldn't have learned how to like write emails properly and like deal with
What?
Really? Really?
So let me tell you a story.
I'm like Ryan on this right now. I don't know what's going on anymore. Really?
I was so not expecting that, but okay.
Ryan,
go.
This is gonna get.
That was
We're
really
gonna-
weird.
Jesus.
We're gonna dig real deep into the past here, okay?
Okay.
So, funny story that I never really like told any of you. Because to me it was quite embarrassing and it still is. But
Oh
I'm just
god.
like,
Oh god. Do we want to know?
no, it's nothing bad per se. Look at Gabriel. Gabriel's like story time.
I'm waiting.
So we used to play World of Warcraft. All of you know. We used to play World of Warcraft, as all of you know, right? As we mentioned before. And
Wait. Ryan, your cracking thing is making Cammy sound less loud. Take it.
So I'm eating my apricots.
I'm
But
on.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I started out on a server that was a role-playing PvP server.
Oh, that's so cute.
So role-playing online was a very big thing in that server.
Wait, how old were you?
Like
This was a few years ago.
13, 14, like no, we've not played World of Warcraft for years. I was in my early teens, and we had to learn how to roleplay, right? And at first I didn't know what the hell was going on, but I joined a guild. Oh, this is gonna be so geek out session. But like I was taught like formalities to have. Like it wasn't all the time. It's just because they had events all the time. So like if you want to come join us, then you have to understand how the role playing works. So I actually had to like go on their website and go to their like role playing section where I had to learn their names. I had to learn how to like be formal, and I was like, this shit is crazy, but I'm gonna do it because I need this guild. So
8 years on, like how shit has changed.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I actually did learn a lot from that, like practicing it online, like being very formal and like learning not to like short type as well. That was a really big thing. And it's like I know it sounds so stupid, but it really did help me because at that point, like I was heading into youth parliament. I actually learned a lot of like more formalities while writing emails to people from that. And as silly as it sounds, it was quite a thing for me. Not saying every person should go play World of Warcraft and learn how to roleplay, but for me it really helped. So it did help a lot of social interaction for me.
That wasn't too bad.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, let's.
Kind of a weird example, but you know, each
role playing. Yeah. No, but I can see it because I remember trying those servers as well, and it was way too serious for me. But because
Yeah, they were very serious.
they were very serious.
They were so strict.
They had
If you were,
profiles.
yeah. There was someone's name. It was just a random like role playing name they had on their character. But then like when we role played, they had their official like title and everything. It was like Bowser of the Dark Forest or something like that, right? It was like this is every time I had to refer to them as like Sir such and such, you know, like it was like so ridiculously strict. But hey ho, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
mean,
this should be a blog post in itself.
I'm very reluctant to bring this up.
How I learned to write emails.
I mean, most of the stuff we talked about could be a blog. We talked about some, interesting topic, except for the suicide thing at the start. No, that's not a blog post.
No, I feel as if he just really wanted to like make his like our emotional state go real down and then come back.
But no, yeah, social and physical interactions. Did I ever tell you about the time so I would used to play with like these guys on Xbox, like just Call of Duty and shit like that. I don't remember how I met them. I think it was through another friend or something. But anyway, so like there was a group of them that we would literally like. It'd be the case like come home from school and then like some of them would be on and I go play like shit with them and blah blah blah. And then I found out that they lived in quite near me actually. Well, in Renfrewshire, that gives no one an indication of the closeness of.
I know,
but yeah. But anyway, you're relatively close, like a 30-minute bus journey. So then, yeah, and obviously online we'd always like joke and shit, and we'd talk shit and wherever it would be great. But then, yeah, I went to meet them once online. We went to like a shopping center, and then it was just the most like. I don't know if it's due to my lack of, or then lack of physical interaction skills, or it was just like, I don't know, we didn't.
What I'm saying, real life is important.
Yeah.
But then he would have met those friends if he wasn't, but anyway, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I think there is a different dynamic to meeting them physically and meeting them online, and yeah, it was just the most awkward afternoon afterwards. And then I realized like I don't want to be friends with these people. And then I removed them all from my friends.
Oh my gosh.
No way, dude.
Yeah, I'm cold. I'm cold, man. Like
Jesus, man. I mean, It depends. Yeah. I mean, the first time I met Cam, it wasn't that awkward. It was just like it was getting to used to see him. You know when it got awkward. When like it depends on the person. It became awkward when Fraser and Neil came. Remember Cammy?
Oh yeah.
Because Fraser was like still like Fraser is like
Fraser is a bit awkward.
He's an awkward guy, right? So like not seeing him online and then in real life he wasn't really sure. Like I was myself like pretty crazy like hey dude it's me and he's like he was more timid like
yeah.
So it depends.
He's a lot better now.
It depends on like a lot of stuff. Like Ryan's situation, it went wrong for some reason. He deleted him.
No, but I mean, what age were you? Like, you were still quite young by then, right?
15, 16.
Yeah.
Jesus, man,
Yeah.
That's different. I mean, like, from 15 to like when I met you, I was like 18, 19 or something. Like, that's a big difference. And he probably only knew them for a couple months. I knew you for like a couple of years.
Yeah.
So it does make a difference.
Yeah, definitely. Because if you think about it, what game? Wait, here's another thing I learned. Actually, I can maybe now I can agree more with Cammy about social things, because two things that actually are interesting here is that before I met you guys, I played Call of Duty with other Scottish people, and thanks to that, I can understand you guys, because you know how Kiki, remember Kiki?
Yeah.
Kiki had a really hard time.
Who's she?
No
Kiki had a really hard time understanding you guys. Like, she would constantly ask me what you guys were saying. And I'm like, he just said that. Like, oh, really? all
Was it
these
really
people-
that bad? Was it really that
No,
bad?
no, serious. I had issue with it as well when I met those Scottish people.
All right, okay.
I didn't understand what they were saying either because they weren't pronouncing the words full. You know, like that.
Properly
Yeah, like that.
articulating their
Yeah.
words.
My sentences and words.
Like I was watching that TV show again, the documentary for a little bit. The Scheme, you know, the thing.
The scheme.
Holy shit, dude! Hey, listen, dude. I could not understand a word without the
Fair enough.
subtitles.
Yeah.
You know, it depends. Like
English
that's what I learned.
subtitles for someone speaking English.
Yeah, for English, right? So it depends. Like that. I mean, that you can learn that. What I also learned is that yeah, it's a small world because I saw that that I knew some of your friends or something. I don't know. We had mutual friends with the people from the Call of Duty game I played.
Yeah.
And it's like the world is kind of small like that. Cause
The people that he met online were actually, I knew them. Like, I'd met them before.
well, yeah, it was connected somehow.
No, I've met him before. I have met.
No, not that guy. Not the boyfriend of that girl, but like my friends were friends with him, right? 'Cause we're talking about it,
I
right?
thought you met him. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I never met him. Maybe I did, but
Okay.
my friends are friends with him, and then I saw that you are friends with him. So somehow we were connected. So, yeah,
Oh.
it can
meant to
it
be.
can you can
It
learn
was-
stuff. But yeah, that's it on that subject. Yeah. Was there anything else you guys want to talk about today?
I want to bring up a very quick semi-rant. It just happened today. So I was at the supermarket, right?
Yeah.
And normally in UK, right, we put stuff on the counter. The counter assistant puts it all through for us, and while she's putting it through, especially if there's a fucking shit ton of things that you've bought, like while they're putting it through, you're like packing it away, right, in your bags or whatever, and putting it in your trolley just so you can go. So I was in this like queue behind this couple, and they had like 2 trolley loads, and I was like, okay, that's fine. You know, you're it's the end of the week, you're doing your big shop for the week, that's fine. Like I'll be patient. So they like put it through, counter assistant's putting it through, and then like she fills up the whole like bagging area, and like they're just standing there watching, and then like the person that's the counter assistant like putting through the things, she then goes to the end of the counter, packs it all, and then comes back and scans the rest of it, and she does this 3 times. I'm like, can you not fucking pack your own shit? Like, what the fuck? I like literally like, because it was 2 trolley loads, and these are small counters, okay? So like they filled it up once. She puts the stuff like beep 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 all through.
Yeah.
And then there's no more space at the end because they're not packing their own shit. So like she goes to the end, packs it all, puts it into the trolley, and then as she's doing that, they're filling up the fucking moving slider again. And this happened 3 times. And I'm like, why the fuck are you standing watching her? Like, go pack your shit.
Oh, she didn't do. Oh, okay, yeah. Wow.
The person that's scanning the stuff is packing the shit for them. Well, they're watching her.
Well, was it an old lady?
No,
But
it's a couple. It's like a middle. I'm like, what the fuck?
Is the customer packing the bags a social aspect of the job, or is that actually like a social aspect that has been like accepted, that, or is it still technically the customer assistant's job to pack bags?
Well, I think it might be a culture thing. I don't know, but in UK, like we normally pack our own bags, right? It's normal. And then I don't know if it's maybe well. I've been in supermarkets before, and I pack my own things, and other people do pack their own things. So I don't know if it's just them or a culture thing for them, but like, this is just what I gather. Like the way they're standing, their body language, they're as if like, put it all on there. She does it, and it's like from what I see, I'm like, what, are you too good to pack your own shit? Like, it's just pack the bags, yo.
Yeah, I don't know how it goes on there, but to you it sounds entitled that they're doing that. But
yeah, and I'm just because it's not just like other people are piling behind, and I'm waiting as well, and I want to go home, and like, fucking 2 trolley loads. Oh yeah, you just pack your shit. I'm like,
Is this the
Okay.
first time it happens?
Here's
that's the first time ever. I've never seen that before ever in Hong Kong.
here's the crux of this problem. Here's the question, right? Did they look like assholes?
Yes. Like I'm so sorry for any wrong people that hear this, but it's like one of those like typical like Hong Kong middle-aged mums that are like,
I don't know this, but
and
it's
the
something.
guy, and the fucking guy, oh my gosh, like wallet, right? Okay, pretend this is a wallet. Opens up, flicks through all his cards, pulls out the gold one. Oh, not that one. Pulls out another gold one. Oh, not that one.
You sound like a diva right now, dude.
Shit,
So-
dude, like.
Was it more that you just hated them more than anything?
I think
'Cause
it was just
imagine
like the body
imagine
language,
it-
the situation.
Imagine it was an old lady that was.
I would have helped her. I would have helped her.
Yeah,
pack
no.
her-
I mean, like, imagine it was an old lady with 2 trolley loads, and then the customer assistant came and packed her bags.
Yeah,
you wouldn't
then
be like, fucking bitch, like,
Yeah.
can't you pack your own bags?
No, but then I think that would be more of like, well, maybe it's because she doesn't want to pack it, but I would offer to help. But then I would offer to help, like, but it's just the body language, the whole.
So it's just the
kind
people.
of
You
thing of
hated
it.
the people.
Yeah, it's like this. Like, yo, pack your own shit. So,
Speaking of assholes, I was thinking today,
excuse-
how screwed would we be if Bill
Oh,
Gates
God, here
joins
we go.
ISIS?
Sorry.
What?
If Bill Gates joins ISIS, how screwed would we be?
Why would he join ISIS?
I don't know. I was thinking that, like, what if a really famous guy like that joins a terrorist? Has there ever been a really famous person joining a terrorist organization?
Yeah.
I
Who?
don't fucking know.
Apparently, Barack Obama was part of the ISIS, according to Trump, right?
I don't know.
But why do you think?
It's a joke. Yeah.
Why do you
Why?
think?
What?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking, like, if Bill Gates joins ISIS, we're screwed because he has.
Why
all
are
the
we screwed?
Because he has all the passwords to our emails. Because he owns Microsoft, right?
Okay.
So that way, all our emails are leaked. What else would Bill Gates do? Bill Gates would design a freaking suicide computer or something, like make our computers blow up. I don't know. Yeah,
This is why Apple, right?
maybe yeah. Ryan will be safe, but yeah.
Yeah, and then Tim Cook like reveals he joined ISIS.
I was thinking this about famous people. Like, there's never been a case of that, right?
Of course not.
But what
They
would
wouldn't be
happen
famous if they did.
No, but what would happen if like a really famous person would do that though?
Well, okay. Say in your Bill Gates scenario, right? If he joined ISIS, all his investors would pull out. The stock market would plummet, right?
Yeah.
He'll have a board of directors, I imagine, which I hope they would not agree with him. So I
You'd be
imagine
like,
they.
yeah, let go.
I don't think they would make all the. I don't think Bill Gates alone makes all the decisions.
No.
Right.
But in your head here, he asked permission. Does anyone ever ask permission to join ISIS?
Okay, so you're saying like what? He secretly joins ISIS, like?
Yeah.
No, but that makes okay, right? So hypothetically speaking, even if Bill Gates was to join ISIS, then we wouldn't know because he wouldn't want us to know. Because, then he can stay under the radar.
He secretly joins it without
that's what I
everybody
mean.
knowing, and then he makes one of those videos reading like a note or something, and yeah.
No, but he wouldn't expose himself because that would put him in a lesser position for ISIS.
Yeah, no, but he's so rich that he can transfer all his money to ISIS money, and then just, do whatever he wants.
That's irrelevant. The fact is that he still has control as Bill Gates, non-associated with ISIS. That's why he would keep it secret. He would feed ISIS information, but he would not publicly come out as
that would be the
belonging-
smart thing to do. But what if he just says...
So basically, the crux of it is that what if ISIS gained like a shitload of money?
Well,
So basically, what's
also,
happening
like,
now with American government? Oh, what?
No, but I mean also like a social figure, like a famous person. Would that make more people join ISIS?
No, people aren't that fucking stupid.
Well, Cammy said so. Cammy said so.
Well,
I'd like
said
to
something.
think people aren't that stupid though.
But I'm just thinking, what social impact would that have?
A very big one.
People would just be like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
Yeah. Whoa, hey, calm down, dude.
That's how mad I was. Oh shit. That
No,
was
That's
but-
his bombs. What?
Well, imagine if you would drop water again on this laptop right there, dude.
Don't talk about that. Jesus.
But I was just thinking, like, what kind of what if Britney Spears was ISIS? I don't know.
People just that no. Okay. Going by a very very popular case like Tom Cruise in Scientology, right?
Holy shit, yeah.
Maybe not as far fetched as Tom Cruise joining ISIS, but what has impacted Tom Cruise? Like, actually, that's not really a good example because he still goes in movies and people appear to love him.
Yeah.
But I think it's because it's not
But no-
very extreme, you know. It's not.
Yeah. But yeah,
Not
people, he would just have that stigma of like, he's joined ISIS. Like, what the fuck?
No, I'd imagine maybe there will be people, but I presume, I hope, for the sake of this world, that the vast majority of people will just be like, that's fucking weird as hell. He's crazy. Let him go.
But I think, would there be a person that, if that person joins a terrorist organization, that people would go after and like support him? Well, is there
Maybe Barack
someone that's
Obama.
strong?
Barack Obama and the American government. Right now.
If he would join ISIS, do you think people would go after him?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, go after him as in, like, join
As in-
them or like...
Yeah, join him.
I think so. I think if genuinely, if Barack Obama was to join us, I genuinely think there would be quite a following.
Yeah, so that's what I'm afraid of. Like, if a famous person joins a terrorist organization, that person might bring a million more recruits to their cause.
That's
So
what
Would
you're
they,
afraid
though...
of.
Would...
You're
maybe not
afraid
a
of
million.
a hypothetical crazy situation rather than scared of a very real situation called President Trump.
Trump?
Yeah.
See, like,
you're
what... This is what I find really scary about Trump right now. Is that people don't take him seriously.
Yeah.
All these, like,
Yeah.
BuzzFeed articles, all these tabloid shit that are like, look what Trump posted on Twitter. We're making him into this, like, joke. And then, eventually, when he does something really crazy, people just like, good one, one idiot.
Yeah. But
And shit will go down.
shit will happen, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this is actually the president of the United States. As much as a joke of the situation is, that's the matter of fact. He's actually head honcho in the White House. Like,
And I believe that has like a social like impact. Like it can change people. People can join him with crazy stuff like that. I mean, this guy was inviting Kim Jong-un to come to America like to talk. Did you see that?
I heard about that, yeah.
I mean, it can change stuff, man. I don't know. It was just a random thought. It was just a random thought.
That was some random thought. Like,
I wanted to explore that to see how far we could go into that to see if if there was someone that could make people question their belief system or whatever.
God.
Well, hey man, I don't know. Anyways,
No. Wouldn't.
hey, you remember that guy that got Remember that guy that got dragged up the plane like Jesus, the Asian guy?
What's his name? David Tao.
He got paid.
How much did he get paid?
He got paid. Well, because it was like a settlement. It's like an undisclosed amount. But that guy, he's like this now.
Do you think now people will be like pure like asking for trouble now in planes, like with their phones ready?
Every single day I see something about a plane and customer service.
And that's happening because of that.
Every single fucking day.
Yeah. More of them gone to light now because of that situation.
Oh wait, it's not David Tao. That's awkward.
More has
continue.
come to light, but I feel as if sometimes like people are deliberately really pushing some of the airline crew to, you know, like really agitating them, maybe being like assholes about doing anything, you know. That's very unfair. And I'm not saying I'm for the situation or against the situation. It's just like it can be very unfair on the airline crew, genuinely.
Yeah, I mean, I won't be, man. Soon we're gonna see a video of Raymond beating some guy up on the plane.
My brother's like fucking like dragging his face, hitting him off the cabin.
Wait,
Let me tell you one thing here. That Asian guy, that Chinese guy, Dao dude, he's gonna be sitting on the planes like this now. He's gonna be like this. He's gonna be like this. He's gonna be
David Down. Yeah.
He's gonna be giving autographs around like, yeah, that's me, that's me. This guy, every single plane he's gonna walk on now, he's gonna walk like as a king, dude. He's gonna walk out. If he wants to, he can walk on the plane naked. He's not gonna wear anything. He's gonna just start. This guy got paid. Like the fact that they settled this, they knew like this guy is gonna get us. He's gonna get us. Like if they tried anything. Oh wait. Let's show the video one more time. Really? Let's show that video one more time. They could do that the entire time. The entire. How much? Okay, let's speculate. How much do you think he got paid in that?
At least $1 million.
A couple of million.
No. I was
I think
thinking
maybe
around
1
10
million.
as well.
I was thinking maybe 1 to 5 million max. I don't think it'd be more than 5 million.
10 million, Jesus Christ.
I'd say between 5 and 10, because. Yeah.
Sorry, like if you like, say for example, you were in his shoes, he's literally got them by the balls, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Sorry, maybe that's a bit too graphic. But he's got them, right? Would you rather take down like an airline like that? Would you rather, because if he didn't settle with them and he took it to court, and I think he would have won. Do you think doing that would be better, or do you think settling would be better?
If he would have done that, if he would have won, and like more facts would have gone to light, that would be a game-changing thing in the entire industry.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Everybody would adjust.
Sorry, what?
He could have literally nearly taken down a full $1 billion company.
Yeah.
Would he though? Like,
well, not take it down, but their stock price would, like, if they lost the case and like he won, and like they would blow the shit up. Like they would have a really big hit.
What was the difference? What's the difference between like losing a court case and what happened on social media? Like,
well, it would continue. You know what I mean?
Like what extra impact would that have?
Would prolong it, so then it would continue to fall. Surely, like if he won that case, it would erupt over social media. If you want to be like, oh, the guy that got dragged off the plane won the court case, blah 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 blah. It would continue to spiral for longer.
Yeah.
But have you not noticed it has calmed down a lot?
Yeah, definitely. And plus, like they could have not, like United would have not won. That, not like you know how they have juries?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of that jury saw that video before they went to the court. Maybe that's a big shot. Maybe that's a big thing to say here, but because everybody has social media now.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah.
Facebook, Twitter. That video got shared around so many times, dude. I think it will be so hard to find a jury member that's not seen that video, because that's what they want, right? They want to have like a person that is not impacted, like a how do you call that? Unbiased.
Unbiased.
Yeah, and that's so hard to find. So that's why they settled. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, if they would have won, which they would definitely would have, it would have changed the entire industry. Like, all the companies would adjust to patch all those holes, you know, like where they are weak. So I don't know if it would be a good thing or a bad thing, but this definitely changed life right now. This changed airport life for sure. So yeah, I'm just this guy, man. He's famous now. Then when he goes back to China. Yeah, when he goes back to China, dude, he's like this, like throwing money. He's giving out high fives. He's like, this guy. He can do whatever he wants now. Definitely.
Side note, you know Silicon Valley?
Yeah.
You know Jin Yang?
That's the TV show?
Yeah, the Chinese guy on
He
Silicon Valley.
means the TV show, Ryan, not literally.
Oh, that was awkward.
Oh,
no,
sorry. So Silicon Valley, like there's this, like it's a TV show. There's a guy called Jin Yang, like,
yeah.
he's in Hong Kong right now.
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Yeah, I feel as if I want to message him. I'd be like, yo, like, I'd
Why
love to
would-
meet you.
Well, if you want to, you could
Well,
try.
because he's not like super famous, so then you know what I mean.
Yeah. But what you want to like hang out with him or something?
No, we get his autograph. Actually, you know, yo, if he told me to go hang out with him, I would totally hang out with him.
Well, go do it, and next we'll hear it on the podcast. So I don't know.
See if
Message him.
Like, get ignored.
Yeah,
If
I
get
think
ignored, he probably
I-
won't reply. That's true.
it will still be awkward though, because you're like, all right, sure. Like,
No, I would be so down for that. I'd be so.
Yeah.
I would take a day off work.
but what is he doing there?
I have no idea. I don't know. I just saw on his Instagram that he was on a flight, like a London Cathay Pacific business class, London to Hong Kong flight yesterday.
Oh, it's cute. It's
Maybe-
probably chilling with his fam, and then like some weird ass 20-year-old kid's like, "Hey, do you want to hang out?"
Exactly what I was thinking. This Gabby did.
21, by the way. No, I'd be like, yo, yeah, I could totally show you some spots around Hong Kong. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That's so fucking weird. But yeah, sure. Try day.
See, you find that weird, but that's so common over here. Like, it's so common.
What?
Like,
They show people around.
yeah.
But he's Chinese, right?
I don't personally do it, like. But like, cause it's such, like they have such a big Instagram community over here. A lot of people like message me like, "Oh yeah, you need to Hong Kong. I could totally show you like some new photography spots and stuff like that." Like for
Oh,
example,
that's pure gay.
so many people like DM like that over here.
Hey, if
Oh.
a random guy messages you right now saying let's hang out, would you do it?
No. If he was like, hey, I listened to your Enlighten the Eyes podcast, and I think it's really cool. Like, hey, I'm in Hong Kong. Like, do you want to hang out?
Sure.
And all of a sudden,
Fuck off.
All of a sudden, he starts
And
stroking
no,
your
no,
back.
it would have to be in daylight in a public place.
Yeah, and you're sitting there in a chair, and he starts stroking your back like this.
Jesus Christ.
David, what's wrong with gay people? Huh? Are you being homophobic?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it might make you feel uncomfortable.
I would be like, sorry, could you not touch my back? I would love to talk to you more about unlikely guys.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, man.
Sorry, can you not touch my back?
Like, don't touch my back.
He's like, oh, sorry.
Peeling
sorry.
his hand off like.
And he just starts doing weird shit to you, like touching your thigh and stuff like.
And then Cammy's like, sorry, can you not touch my thighs? Like,
Like,
that's so fucking
Okay,
weird.
I know this is a bit extreme, but I'm just saying, like, maybe something weird, like, because you have to see it in his way, because he's famous, kinda, and then, like, a random person comes to you and, like, hey, wanna hang out? He doesn't know that you, because maybe,
obviously, like, I'd be like, I wouldn't say you would be like, hey, do you want to hang out?
maybe he thinks you want to bang him, so he doesn't know that.
And maybe he's down for it. Oh, shit.
I didn't say
Oh.
He has a white girlfriend that's taller than him.
Maybe
Oh,
He's like
Chloe.
Asian goals.
Oh, so
Sorry.
that means he's not gay, right? That means he's not gay, because he has a girlfriend. Oh,
But no, you don't say that. You'd be like, oh, hey, I'm a huge fan of the show. Can't believe you're in Hong Kong. Would love to like get an autograph off you or something.
oh, okay. Hey, let me go out of my.
I don't know, like that's just an example, yo. Like I don't know.
Hey, oh, you want an autograph? Okay. Let me-
No, Cammy, you have to message him now. Like,
yeah. Let me
you
get out
have
of
to
my-
do it now.
Let me go to my hotel and meet you somewhere just to give you an autograph. That's fine. I'm totally fine with that.
Hey, he is.
I'm playing with you. I'm playing with you. But what happens here now?
I swear, if I end up hanging around, I'm gonna send you a Snapchat and be like, fuck you.
What happens
Do
now?
it.
Is, now you have to. After this entire conversation, now you have to message him.
Yeah, but I probably wouldn't get a reply. Like.
Oh, look at you now. Now you're being pessimistic. Like 2 minutes ago,
No.
he was like, "Yeah, I should definitely do that," and I was like, "Nah."
No, I will
reply.
still do it. It's
He's-
just I
he's probably
don't
too
think that I would
busy.
get.
He's probably too busy with doing other stuff. That's you right now.
No, I'm still gonna message him, but I highly doubt I'll get a reply. It's like messaging a random celebrity. Like chances are low. It's just there's small chance it could
Yeah,
happen.
I remember I did that once with that blog post, the first one we had with the Italian guy dancing.
Oh, yeah.
I did message him, but I didn't. I was like, hey, I saw your dance moves. I thought maybe you could show me around. Like,
Actually, one time I tweeted Peter Chow and he tweeted me back.
that guy's not famous. Look at him now. That guy is so weird, dude.
Oh, shit, yeah. Where's he gone? Like,
He's not. He's
No, he's
doing
still
really
out.
weird stuff.
No, he's not weird. He's just more expressive about himself. He's taken off his glasses as well.
I think he changed like his entire thing. Like he doesn't do
Comedy and stuff anymore.
comedy anymore. He like because no one's like, people started stop watching him and
yeah. Oh, he only gets like a couple tens of thousand views.
yeah, compared to the millions he used to get.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, he used
But
to be
that's
pretty big.
Yeah, it was a huge thing. Yeah.
Like millions of views, people would stop him on the street and stuff.
That's the same with like Ryan Higa as well. Ryan Higa's hyped down a lot as well, man. He's not as big as he.
No, he still gets millions of views.
He's still alright.
Yeah, no, compared to before, he used to get so much more. They have dropped.
No.
Cammy,
He's still getting millions. Like.
Cammy, his video from 2 weeks ago has almost 6 million views.
No, but before, check his like older videos.
Cammy, trust me, dude. He's getting more views than before.
You know what?
Shit.
I'm just gonna stop talking.
Just check around. Look, I'm not sorry, Cammy, but you're wrong in this part because Cammy, he's getting more views now than before. Cammy, do you realize he has 20 million subscribers?
Me tweet him.
That's fucking crazy.
Cammy,
Hey,
guys,
I'm Asian too.
back then he had a couple million, maybe a million, under a million, but now he has 20 million. So
It's pretty.
I'm moving to America to meet these guys.
yeah, just send him a message like, "Hey, Ryan,
Between them.
I've been watching your videos lately, and I was thinking,
Can we meet up?
can we be
An autograph, like.
because I'm new in America, and
I'm new in town.
I'm a new girl.
I'm
You
so
could
done
compare
with
me
you
to a
guys.
new girl in town, so I want to see you.
Oh my gosh.
Ah, Jesus.
We're making too much fun of Cammy now.
No, it's fine.
No, but for sure, Cammy, you're gonna message Jing Yang,
I will.
and you are gonna get a date. You will get okay, maybe not a date. Sorry, that's me messing with you again, but you will get a meetup, just like they do on Grindr.
Fuck me. Jesus.
Just kidding. Okay.
Bro, what time are we at? Like.
Yeah, I think it's time to stop, right?
Yeah.
I think this is our longest one. This is 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Fuck.
Yeah, this
Jesus.
is one of the ones.
We should probably stop. I don't think anyone's gonna watch this.
If you reach this point, then well done. Like.
It's for us, anyways. This is for us, okay?
Yeah.
For us.
All right. Anyway, show you. Introduce us out.
Anything else we want to say before we leave?
That's been us for Unlikely Podcast number 14.
Yeah, man.
Oh, dude, like Gabriel, if you're coming to Hong Kong as well, we can do one in Hong Kong. Like.
Yeah, I want to come. I still want to come. I need
Me,
to,
we can do one in my hotel room. Oh shit.
Or like my room.
Why would we do one in your room? Like.
why in the hotel room? What are you trying to do here?
Huh?
What?
I'm just never mind. That didn't work.
Okay. Jesus.
We were talking about Grindr earlier, and all that stuff.
Oh, fucking hell. Right.
We'll try to make this. Unlikely guys, Hong Kong, let's make it happen. Whoever listens and wants to sponsor this trip, if Bill Gates,
Bill Gates.
if you happen to hear this, the ISIS part was a joke. I know you wouldn't join ISIS. That was not you. But would you please? You know what? I want to message Bill Gates asking if he wants to be sponsored. Cammy messages Jing Yang. I message Bill Gates. Who are you gonna message, Ryan?
I'll just stick to messaging Annabelle. Like, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I guess so, man. Well, this has been like
romantic turn.
episode 14.
That's a 14.
Way too long, but fuck it. We had fun, I guess. So, yeah.
Nice catching up.
Captioning this will be a fucking bitch, but yeah.
Alright.
All right. See ya.
Bye. All right, I'm stopping now.